Hey everybody, just before we start, I'd like to give a quick shout out to my friends over at Warhawk Mobile Mechanic. Warhawk Mobile Mechanic is a local San Antonio mechanic auto repair shop. They recently helped me out with some auto repairs. They have affordable prices as well as really quick times in repairing the car. For all your needs, please visit Warhawk Mobile Mechanics, show them some love, show them some of that Hugger love. Their address is 10222 Roosevelt Avenue, San Antonio, Texas, area code 78214. That's Warhawk Mobile Mechanic. Go there for all of your auto repair needs. Alright, enjoy the episode, everybody.
Come and get it. It's the Thanksgiving special. Oh boy, it's the Huggercast.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. I was like, I'm not gonna like this one, but it was short, so I'm okay with it.
I just wanted to disturb the audience.
I was scared. I was both scared, I was frightened, I was disturbed.
It hit all the points I wanted.
It hit all. I was turned on. All the points. But
yes.
Hey guys,
we're back from the dead.
We promise we won't take breaks anymore. We will.
With the holidays, I can't guarantee
you can't promise that. But hey guys, it's Huggercast, the only podcast that'll stuff you more than you stuff the turkey.
Yeah, so we want to apologize. It has been real hard to sync up schedules because I work in retail, so Thanksgiving is our busiest like time of the year, and I was completely swamped.
And that means it's all Colton's fault.
You can blame it all on me. I can blame it on Mr. Butt.
We'll blame it on Mr. Henry Butt. That's his name, right? Henry?
I think it's Howard. Howard Butt.
Okay. Mr. Howard Butt.
He's, I think, dead, so it's Charles Butt.
So it's CEB?
Yeah, I don't even know if the middle name would be the same. I don't know what Charles's middle name is.
CEB. Aren't those those gummies people take to feel calm?
CDB. CBD. It all sounds the same now. No, yeah, CBD is the weed that's not really
It's all
weed.
from the devil.
The devil's lettuce is what they call it.
But hey guys, hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving.
I hope you all stuffed your turkeys full of CBD.
That's a sleepy turkey right there. Because turkey already makes you sleepy, so putting
CBD turkey sounds like the worst thing in the world. I tried CBD. I'm not a big fan. Yeah. I didn't feel anything from it. If you're gonna do that, might as well just do the ganja.
Just blaze, as Dr. Dre would say.
Yeah, gotta listen to the man. Snoop says, "Be high all day, every day." So.
In the words of Snoop Dogg, la da 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 da. That's it.
But yeah,
that's all. But we planned to do a regular Thanksgiving special probably before, but like Colton said, things got kind of tied up, and not in the good way.
Work, and then and then our internet went down. I was terrified this morning. I woke up and the entire the entire electricity for our apartment complex was down. Okay. And they're like, yeah, it'll only take like an hour we'll have it done by like 10 o'clock. And 10 o'clock came and it wasn't on. 11 o'clock came and it wasn't on. I left for work and I was like, it better be on when I get home. Luckily it was.
Hey guys, quick change of plans. You guys are just gonna have to be without electricity, just in general.
I think Derek would have killed me if that would have happened and I had to postpone again.
I might have had to drive over there and I'll do something. I won't say what, but I'll do it.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
I will sacrifice Kamar first, and then
don't. You know, that's a hate crime.
It's okay. I don't hate him that much. This is a little bit of a post-Thanksgiving special, so.
But we can tell how our experience was. If we had good times, whatnot.
Yeah, I did most of the cooking. I was pretty much in the kitchen all day.
But it turned out fantastic.
Yeah, I made homemade stuffing for the first time ever, and it was pretty delicious. I bought some really fancy, like $3 a loaf white bread that had like little flower spots on it, so you know it was good. And yeah, I made my own white bread stuffing.
That sounds good. Yeah, if people here aren't following Derek on one of his social media things, you totally should, because he was posting pictures of it.
I post food a lot.
Like some serious gourmet shit.
Ooh, it's serious gourmet. Pulp Fiction.
Good
but
movie.
yeah, and I put sausage in it too.
Yeah, you said it was Italian sausage?
It was either Italian sausage or just regular pork sausage. I can't really remember.
Sausage though.
Sausage is sausage. If you know
I go ham for some sausage.
Ooh, that's a different. You go a different type of meat for a different type of meat.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, I seasoned it with sage. That's the main component.
Mm-hmm. Sage do be hitting though.
I didn't realize until I smelled it. I was like, wait a minute, this is what gives breakfast sausage its breakfastiness.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Breakfast sausage with sage is so good.
They should just call it sage sausage.
SS? Wait, that has a different connotation.
SS. Wait, what is SS?
The stormtrooper division of the Nazis.
Oh, I was thinking of like super suckers or.
No, it is a Nazi thing.
Oh.
That was Hitler's like the more elite section of the military.
How do we always go back to Hitler in these podcasts?
He was an impactful man on history.
He hey, Hitler, a real divisive guy. Like it or not, like him or hate him. I personally don't like him, but I can understand the.
It's one of those like Dan Carlin, I think of is his name. The guy that does a hardcore history podcast. He would call Hitler a great man, not in the sense that he was a great person, but Genghis Khan is a great man and that he had such a huge impact on the world and history.
Number 15 world dictators, Adolf Hitler. Like him or hate him, he was a very influential person. And that's about it. That's all I got.
Yeah, he was just so the audience knows, Hitler not good.
Hitler
if you're into him,
you probably shouldn't be.
I mean, if you smoke weed and you're celebrating 420, you're celebrating Hitler's birthday, bud.
And that's why weed should be illegal.
Preach. Black tar heroin though, totally fine.
Oh yeah, no, that's the good stuff. Heroin and like.
Meth. Did you hear? We were saying there's not much in the news. Portland decriminalized all drugs.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
Magic mushrooms are now legal. We should go trip.
I think that's good for like the less people going to jail for like dumb stuff.
Let's go expand our minds, Derek. I want to do shrooms with you.
Now the only way I expand my mind is through a good book.
I'm going to put shrooms in the pages.
These pages are made of hemp paper. Back to stuffing. Yeah, it came out really good. And then I made like a 4-cheese macaroni and cheese.
Oh, dude, your home. I tried your mac and cheese one time, I think, and it
did
was. You? I feel like I did at some point.
That's right. When we were at college, did I bring Thanksgiving leftovers back?
You might have.
I think so.
Because I vaguely remember trying it and really liking it. Like, damn, and I'm sure you've only gotten way better since then.
Oh yeah, I made that cheese sauce that I made for the mac. Smoking. And then mashed potatoes. Just
gotta have potatoes.
No, normal mashed potatoes, but they were from real potatoes. So
that's always, you put a little bit of cream in it.
You know what's crazy? We got butter and like stuff from because my dad always makes pies.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, oh, we got we got enough butter. And by the time we were done with everything, we were at the potatoes and we were like, we don't have much butter left. So the potatoes were a little less buttery.
That's all right. I'm sure they were still good.
They're still pretty decent. They just need a little bit of salt,
Anything with potatoes is gonna be amazing.
Yeah, and then of course we had the green bean casserole. Can't go without the green bean casserole.
I'm not a big green bean casserole guy.
You're not?
No.
What?
I don't know. Just casseroles in general, I really am not normally super into.
Are you just rebelling against like your white skin?
Maybe. I think that's a more like northern Midwest type thing.
Like, hey, what'd you make tonight, Susie? Oh, we're doing, casserole.
Some type of casserole.
We're doing a ham and cheese casserole. It's like
we're doing casserole.
That's where we make a casserole and then put it into a casserole. We casserole the casserole. My mom made enchilada casserole. She used to make that a lot. It's pretty good.
That actually sounds like it'd be pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty tasty.
I think it's just white people casserole that are just kind of like.
No, but green bean casserole hits because French onion, or not French onion, cream of mushroom soup's pretty bomb.
See, I don't normally like mushrooms. Cream of mushroom soup.
Yeah, me neither.
Delicious.
I was like, this is really good. I mess with this heavy.
See, I think it's like I like the flavor. I just don't like the consistency, is what it is.
Because mushrooms are like soft and spongy.
But they have that nice savory flavor.
Oh yeah. By the way, I guess we're like 11 minutes in. We didn't say the topic. We're basically gonna be discussing like our opinions and the best and worst like Thanksgiving foods.
Oh yeah. So we kind of just transitioned to the topic without even transitioning into the topic. It's just on our mind.
Yeah. So yeah, best and worst Thanksgiving foods. So far you, huh?
Oh, I was about to say it's gonna be a little more like they're not gonna be borders on it. We're not gonna like solely this.
Yeah, and now we're transitioning into green bean casserole. It's like
we're just a discussion.
We're gonna talk. And on why Colton is wrong about green bean casserole. That's what
I can understand why people like it. It
is good.
I like my grandma when she sadly didn't get to have Thanksgiving with her this year, which thank God, because I was worried my family was going to be one of the ones that were like, we're not listening to the rules, but
we're not listening to the libs.
Yeah, but they were really smart. My Thanksgiving was just me, my parents, and my sisters. Like it was as safe as it could be.
We don't normally invite family over, so it was just me, my brother, my mom, and my dad.
Now, because we normally go to my grandma's and have it with my grandparents, my immediate family, and then my uncle and his family.
How was your Thanksgiving? What'd you guys make?
Was
there some good food?
I didn't cook anything, but my mom made everything. It's funny, she made all the sides from scratch, but the actual turkey pre-made.
Was it one of those HEB like smoked ones?
Yeah,
those are actually pretty good though.
Yeah, that's what she made. She made mashed potatoes, which I always love her mashed potatoes. It's like 70% actual real potatoes, but she'll put just like one packet of instant in there for the.
That's right. You told me that you would mix instant and real potato.
So you get the flavor, but the actual like goodness of real potatoes.
Yeah, because the flavor itself of like boxed mashed potatoes is pretty good, but it's just like.
It doesn't feel like you're eating a real potato.
Yeah, I was like, I'm eating applesauce right now.
It's what I think every time I eat potatoes. Applesauce.
Applesauce, yes.
Yeah, and then she made didn't do a green bean casserole, but she did green beans with lots of pepper and bacon in them.
Oh, that sounds. The crazy thing is, I usually don't mess with green beans either.
Oh, that's why I was gonna say like green bean casserole don't do it for me, but you do some green beans cooked up with some onion, pepper, potato, bacon.
Yeah, maybe it's because I grew up on like canned green beans and they're usually all really squishy.
Yeah, no, you got to get either like fresh green beans or at least frozen.
So they're still like kind of like firm.
And then she did her corn pretty much the same way. My mom's corn is bomb, where she just peppers and then cooks it in bacon grease.
Oh, that sounds. I don't like corn.
See, I'm not a huge corn guy, but when it's made like that, I will tear it up. She made yams.
I have tried what is really popular down here, which is like the corn in the cup.
Oh yeah, like the street corn.
You put with mayo and like chili and like Parmesan cheese.
See, it's for some reason, yeah, it's the mayo that weirds it out for me. I like everything else, but the mayo.
See, I'm a big fan of mayo.
Oh no, I like mayo, just not with corn.
Yeah, I think what messes up corn for me is the consistency. It like pops. I don't know.
You don't like it busting in your mouth.
You're eating busted nuts. Nah, dude, popcorn's gay. You just sitting there chomping on busted
Busted
nuts.
nuts. Hot busted nuts.
Hot, buttery,
covered in
busted
some type
nuts.
of oil.
All in your mouth. We made yams one year, but I think my mom forgot to drain them, and so. But they're good with like the marshmallows. Did you have them with the marshmallows?
Not marshmallows, but she put like the brown sugar, a little bit of cinnamon.
That sounds really good. I'm into yams.
They're
I don't have
good.
them enough, but I'm into them. Yeah, I tried my dad's sweet potato pie. Oh my god, it was so good.
See, the first time I heard sweet potato pie, I was like, that sounds nasty.
No,
and I tried it,
dude.
and I was instantly a convert. That shit is delicious.
See, my dad, he may be wrong about a lot of things, but he's an old black man, and he knows how to make some pie.
Hey, does your dad ever barbecue?
Yeah, we do every now and again. We need to do it more, but he he buys like a bottled like barbecue sauce and then adds a bunch of crap to it.
Mm-hmm.
It usually turns out pretty good.
Yeah, that's one thing. All the best barbecue I've ever had is from old black men.
Yeah,
and one Native American guy. That was that was some good barbecue.
I remember recently I went to it was a few months ago before I started my diet.
Mm-hmm.
I went to this place called Tank's Pizza down in San Antonio.
Oh, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, pizza owned by a bunch of black dudes. I was like, it was so good. And homemade ranch. You know how I feel about ranch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I don't know if the audience knows, but yeah, your boy Derek's been actually he has stuck to his diet. He's been working out.
Yeah, and people are in like real life are like telling me like you look smaller.
How much are you down now?
I was down 30 last time I checked, but then I was checking the scales. I was checking the digital scale at my gym, and then it said I lost another 30 pounds in a week. I was like, that can't be right.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I don't think you can lose 30 pounds, but you heard it here. Derek is down quite a bit of weight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of it was just not drinking soda, and then a good chunk of it was like, the rest of it was exercise, and I literally portion out my food, except for on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you gotta splurge like we were talking before the podcast.
It was crazy though. I had 2 plates and I was like, oh my god, I'm stuffed.
Yeah, it's so weird, right? Like once you really actually start losing weight and stuff, and you try to eat like you would before. Like when I was at my heaviest, like I was never huge, but I would down like triple cheeseburgers and shit.
Oh, it's so
and
good,
I try to do that now. I can get about halfway through a meal and be like, no, like, I don't know how I could do this before.
Because like it was crazy. Like I looked at my my Chick-fil-A app, and I had I had an order saved, and you can't even guess how many calories just that order was.
3,800.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. No, but
okay.
That's a lot. That's woo.
Yeah.
But but that was probably, I used to probably eat almost that much a day though. Like it was bad. But
I would have full meals of like 3,000 calories.
Yeah. My Chick-fil-A meal just for lunch, like before work, would be like 1,900 calories. And I was like, Jesus. I was like, this is bad. And now whenever I go to
good.
I know. Whenever I go to Chick-fil-A, I'll pretty much just get one grilled chicken sandwich or a 10-piece grilled nuggets, and then
I've actually never had their grilled chicken. Is it good?
The grilled chicken, it's seasoned really well, so it's like nice and moist. I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, when it comes to fast food places, Chick-fil-A really isn't that bad.
Chicken places in general tend to be, at least, especially if you get the grilled option instead of the fried.
Yeah, because even fried chicken isn't the worst thing you can eat.
Mm-hmm.
Because like it's chicken.
Yeah, if you're eating it every day, there might be a problem, but
yeah, like every now and then I'll have, like, my parents will get fried chicken. I'll grab me a leg. I eat a lot of pork tenderloin and chicken.
I'm trying to think of like what the worst fast food for you is.
Ooh, you know what's crazy? I was looking at like fast food shakes, and there's that Oreo shake from Jack in the Box, I think. That the shake itself was 1,000 calories.
Yeah. The other day, I decided to cave and have some sugar, and I got the cold brew shake at Sonic.
Oh, the new one, right?
Oh, dude, that shit went hard.
My family, they were like, we all want milkshakes. So me and my mom went at, like, a few days ago, we went at like 8:00 to go get some milkshakes. and I couldn't. All I did was get a sip. I was like, this is delicious. Okay, and then I got my usual Sprite Zero with sugar-free peach.
Oh, dude, the one that I get, it's got a few calories because of the flavor add-in, but I always get the Sprite Zero with blue raspberry and the. Do they have zero sugar cherry?
Yeah, they have the diet cherry. Yeah.
Yeah, so I do the blue raspberry and diet cherry with it.
Yeah, because I wanted to get like a Sprite Zero slush, but like they're like, oh, just so you know, the slush mixture or syrup has sugar, and I was like,
But yeah, I love Sonic. That is
Sonic. That was my place, dude.
I still eat there far too often because it's so convenient. Like when I'm going to work, it's on the way to work for me.
That's right. Yeah, you have one right there.
Put the order in the app. Is I'm leaving my apartment, get there, it's ready for me. I'm there for like 2 minutes, and then get to eat, and it's a good time.
Yeah, because I was trying to find like I look on you ever heard of eatthisnotthat.com?
Yes.
Yeah, they usually do like, here's the best and worst things you can order from this specific restaurant, and their Sonic menu's like, hey, a lot of this is still pretty bad, but this is just less bad.
Yeah, like none of this is good for you. I don't think they have a single option that would be like actually health conscious.
Yeah. So like the only thing I'll get if my family wants something and I'm hungry, I'll get the pretzel twist. It's 120 calories, and that's the healthiest thing on the menu.
God, see, I their hot dogs are so good though.
Yo, I haven't had a hot dog in months because I know hot dogs are like really bad.
That's good.
I miss hot dogs.
Have you thought about like maybe trying to go like Hebrew National or one of those brands?
Like one of like an actual like beef dog?
Yeah, like the higher quality. Because if you're getting cheap hot dogs, like that is just pure garbage you're putting into your body.
Like we had this discussion with Jacob about the Bar S hot dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about. Like I should hate them because I'm like, man, I hate fake meat. Like I don't really like processed fake meat. But
is it a childhood nostalgia?
I think it's that, and then I guess I ate it a lot as a kid, and I'm like, these are good, and like so much so that when I had Nathan's and like movie theater hot dogs for the first time, because the movie theater I work at uses 100% beef gourmet. They're called gourmet hot dogs, and I was like, these are good, but like, I'd rather have a Bar S dog.
Nah, Nathan's is where. When you cook hot dogs? How do you do it though?
It's either the grill or the boil.
Okay, see, you can't do boiled. The best hot dog you're gonna have, other than like an actual rotisserie, just lightly coat a skillet in oil, and basically fry them up. It keeps the crisp like snap of the hot dog, but it's got all the flavor. It's so good.
Hot dogs are good. Thanksgiving hot dogs.
I wouldn't mind, honestly. Like, what do you put on your hot dogs? What type of hot dog guy are you?
I'm usually mustard, or if there's chili cheese, obviously got to get the chili cheese.
My man,
lots of mustard though.
You ever have a honest style Chicago dog?
That's where they put like the tomato, right?
It's mustard, celery, salt, onion, tomato, pickle, and banana pepper.
It sounds good, all except for the tomato.
You can take the tomato off, but
take the tomato off.
I will guarantee you that is the best hot dog you will ever have.
I was watching this episode of Good Mythical Morning where they were trying like the hot dogs from like all the different areas, and they were like pitting them against each other. There was one that it was like a bacon wrapped dog, and I forgot what type of sauce they put on, but it looks so good.
Ooh, no, I take it back. The best hot dog you'll ever have is actually the one Jacob made, where he did a homemade chili like completely from scratch.
Yeah,
I've talked about these before.
You've talked about that on the podcast, the homemade chili.
That was the best hot dog I've ever had. It was so good.
Are there like hot dog places around here?
I'm sure there is. I would have to look up over where you are.
Yeah, because there's definitely nothing over in Lavernia.
Yeah. Well, they actually had one for a while. It was like a short-lived, but it was a Chicago transplant opened up a like Chicago hot dog stand place.
Was it good?
It was pretty good. It was only open for like 6 months, but it was good.
You know, and I want to go back. I miss Grimaldi's.
I just miss good pizza. I haven't had good pizza in a minute.
You've been stuck with Caesars?
Yeah, or mostly frozen actually, just with the
Okay.
pandemic. I try not to actually go into restaurants. I'll
Mm-hmm.
drive through, but
Yeah. I've only been eating every now and again. I'll grab a frozen cauliflower pizza.
mm,
They're not bad.
you don't like coffee, right?
I do like coffee. Yes, I just
Oh,
don't
you
drink it
do
a
like
lot.
coffee.
Yeah, I just don't drink
Okay.
it a lot.
Man, I gotta get you some then. My girlfriend found a Japanese market here in San Antonio
Mm-hmm.
that we've been going to because they have some really cool like food stuffs that you can't get at a normal grocery store. And the Japanese have probably the best coffee.
So I've heard. So I've
It's
heard.
it is like that is what got me to enjoy black coffee. I used to not be able to stand it. I tried one specific one. It's the Suntory Boss Premium Black Coffee. It it is life changing.
Really. What got
Every
you
time I go,
doing?
I get
What got you to enjoy black women?
puberty.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, no, it's coffee good.
Yeah, especially ever since like I don't really drink much sugar now. So if I
Hmm.
want something that's like not water at work, I get free coffee. So I'll grab a coffee, put like 3 Splendas, just black, no
Hmm.
cream or
See,
anything.
that's honestly a lot of people don't realize like black coffee with I like it black, but if I want a little sweetness, I'll throw in a pack of Splenda.
Mhm. And
It's
it's
good.
like it's good. I'm like, yeah, this is fine. Like I don't really need cream or milk, honestly.
Hmm.
I don't know why
Like
people
honestly,
add
if,
it.
if I want cream, it's because it's like the Irish cream or something along
Mhm.
those flavor lines. But if I'm
Yeah,
just adding normal cream to it, I don't want that.
yeah,
Maybe a hazelnut creamer.
yeah. It has to be like a flavor. I was like, okay, there's a reason this is here.
Hmm.
Like if I wanted to taste like I don't know Chips Ahoy cookies or something, but you know what, Colton? What's a Thanksgiving food that you just don't like a popular Thanksgiving food?
Mm, any type of casserole, really. I'm not a casserole guy.
What about leftover turkey casserole?
I can proudly say I've never had to make that. So
You know, out of all the cooking I do, I don't think I've ever made a casserole.
it's just like I said, you're not a Midwest
No,
50-year-old white woman.
I guess I've there's probably just tons more exciting things to make.
Hmm. Like
Uh,
like you were saying, your mom made a enchilada casserole. That sounds like it could be good. A different
yeah,
take on it.
a different. It's basically enchiladas just stacked a different way.
Yeah.
Uh, but okay. Well, you know what? I'd never had cranberry sauce.
Really?
Yeah,
Did you make it fresh or did you get the can?
I've never had it.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was leading up to I tried it this year.
Yeah, no, we bought
So
it
no, you.
we bought it one year in a can, and it just stayed in the pantry. Like we just didn't even open it. I bought it's like in my mind, I'm like, this sounds like it would be good with turkey. Like I don't
Hmm.
something about it. I'm like, this sounds like it'd be good.
Oh, and it does. And for some reason, like I 99% of things I want fresh made. Like I much rather have. Give me the cranberry.
Give you
The
that
can.
the Ocean Spray makes one, right?
Hmm. Just the
Because
gelatin that wiggles. You have to like wiggle out of the can. Something about it. It just
yeah.
fits.
And I saw a Binging with Babish video where they were making homemade cranberry sauce, and I was like, this looks really good. But I mean, everything he makes looks good.
That dude is, and I love the fact that he says he's like, I'm not a chef.
Yeah, he's not like cocky. He's like, I just like to cook.
Yeah, I'm just a like passionate hobbyist. This is not I'm nowhere near professionally trained.
Yeah. And that's pretty much how I feel. Like I'm just like obviously I haven't been to school, but I just like cooking.
It's fun to see what you can make.
Mm-hmm. Do you know how to cook? Kind of.
I I do. I can cook pretty well. I just being I work a late shift. I get home and I'm like I don't want
Oh,
to cook
you don't have the
now.
time. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so it's and I guess I could technically cook before work if I ever wanted to make a nice meal, but I sleep in and I don't want to
yeah.
wake up early. I'm
Do,
lazy.
can Kaylee cook?
Some things. She likes to say that she's a better cook than me, but I don't think that's true.
What's your best? What's like your best dish?
What is my best dish?
Mm.
You're gonna have to let me think on that one. I don't know. Jambalaya. I love making me a good jambalaya.
So you make like a homemade jambalaya?
Yeah. I don't do it often. I normally do it from a box just because it's easier. But the few times that
The
I've
the Zatarans or
dude, Zataran's one go hard.
yeah,
I'm not even gonna, this. They're good.
there was I think my mom usually gets the Tony Sachery.
That one's also very good.
There was
I think
one
the Zatarans edges it out, but
I don't remember. I don't know. I think it was maybe we got a bad box of Zatarans, but we made red beans and rice, and it was disgusting.
no. Yeah, their red beans and rice isn't good.
It was
only
like,
the jambalaya.
I was like, what the heck is this?
I think their gumbo ones are pretty okay too, but jambalaya all day, every day.
Jambalaya, just in general, is really tasty.
And I can make a mean hamburger as well.
Oh yeah, I made a hamburger with I chopped up a bunch of herbs and so
do
good.
that, and then I made my own basically Big Mac type sauce. It was real good.
Yeah, I think the dish my family likes the most that I make is carbonara. They really love my carbonara.
That's I want Italian food now.
I know. Let's go. You know what? We need to all go to Olive Garden one of these days.
Dude, I know a lot of people shit on Olive Garden.
It's good. I don't know what everyone's problem is. Do you got a stick stuck somewhere? What's going on?
Yeah, sure, it's not as good as if you go to a little local mom and pop one, but they're everywhere. They're consistent. You always know what you're gonna get.
Delicious.
And the price is not too terrible.
Yeah, it's a good 30-40 for two, if you order an appetizer and two two big plates.
I never order appetizers. I just hit Kaylee and be like, no, you don't get to eat beforehand.
So you just smack them and just go, hey, I make the decisions.
As they reach for the menu, you slap their hand away and say, no, I'll be picking today. And then you order a bunch for you and you go, and she'll have a side salad.
She'll have a glass of water and that's it. No, I remember me and my ex, we were real bad about appetizers.
Oh yeah, no, we're sometimes we'll splurge, but for the most part, it's I know myself and I'm just gonna fill up on an appetizer, and then I won't eat my actual meal.
That was how she was. She'd be she would take a bite of her food and be like, "Babe, I'm full." Also, she would drink a lot of water, so.
She had to pee a lot.
Mm-hmm. One of those people like to pee on your face, you know?
Didn't need to know about
no,
that about you, but
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna change your name to Golden Showers in my phone now.
You're gonna change my name to Peer Derek?
Pee-pee boy.
Pee-pee. What up, pee-pee boy? Yeah. But yeah, carbonara, and I'm trying to think, there's another thing that I like to cook, but I can't really think of it right now. I like making garlic and herb chicken. That is.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I make a mean peanut butter sandwich.
Ooh.
Not even no jelly, just peanut butter on white bread.
I don't really care for jelly.
Make your mouth drier than a mother.
Make your mouth drier than your vagina when you hear one of my jokes.
I didn't say sopping wet.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I physically can't because I sadly don't have a vagina. That's
okay. We'll just use my experiences with women, and my jokes make them drier than whatever desert the Wile E. Coyote's in.
They've worked for you in the past.
That's true. It has worked for me in the past. That's the one thing I can be good at.
You got a good way of getting girls in with humor.
That's true. I'm like, haha, wouldn't it be funny if we made out? Ha ha ha.
It's that saying, what is it, watch out for dudes who make you laugh because they tell you a joke, next thing you know, boom, you're naked.
You're like, where did my pants go?
that's kind of really how it be, though.
That is how it be for both of us funny individuals.
I would call myself a tryhard, but thank you.
I that's okay. I would call myself a tryhard too.
But yeah, so Thanksgiving meat, do you prefer ham or turkey? You're a ham man? I don't
really care for turkey is the thing. It has to be, I have to cover it in some other herb and spices so that it doesn't taste like turkey anymore.
Man, I want to try so bad. I haven't got to do it, but the fried turkey where you where I want to do it. I've seen one where you inject it with the jalapeno butter on the
Ooh.
inside, and then you cut slits into the skin and put diced jalapenos or sliced jalapenos into it,
What?
and then fry it like that.
That gives me kind of an idea. What if you were to make like a jalapeno popper turkey? Like you do the jalapenos, but you inject it with like cream cheese and then wrap it in bacon.
Oh, that needs to be Epic Meal Time needs to come out of retirement. Actually, they're probably still going.
I think they still make videos and people just don't watch them.
Yeah, I was about to say they haven't been relevant since like 2012, but they need to like get famous again and make that.
And do that. Yo, I have a Harley on speed dial. Yo, Harley, you want to make
bacon, and more bacon.
Yeah, bacon, duck noise, bacon.
I forgot they existed, honestly.
Do you remember our culinary arts teacher showed us one of their videos?
Yeah.
Miss.
Well,
I'm gonna have to. Thanks for
shit,
adding more editing work for me.
I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that you bleep out her name.
We're gonna. Okay, well, that's gonna be fun for me. I'll have to find a good sound effect for that.
The sound effect should just be her name over her name.
Miss
Falcon!
No, what we'll do is we'll just put her address over me saying it.
Miss
You're too slow!
lives at 123
Hot Teacher Lane.
123. I'm a culinary teacher lane. What if this is the episode she's like, Colton and Derek, my former students, I want to see what they're up to. Ooh, a podcast about Thanksgiving. This is relevant to my teaching.
You know, if she's listening, Miss, can I at least say
Sure.
Okay, Miss W. If you're listening, big heart, veiny, throbbing cocks.
That is what we had when we took your class.
But yeah, so you're a ham guy. Ham man.
Oh, yeah. Like Miss Ham. Anyway. Can we just take a second to appreciate
how attractive she was?
Can we just take a second to appreciate our attractive teacher?
Attractive teachers are the best.
She was short.
They make education fun.
She was short, petite. She could cook, but she was still a little thick.
Mm-hmm. Slim thick.
She was slim thicky.
Yeah. I was gonna divulge it into like a hot teacher's conversation, but I'll save that for another podcast.
Well, that'll be another podcast episode. This is why we don't record at midnight.
Yeah.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the horny sleeps tonight.
Not even. I'm not horny at all today. I'm so tired from work that my sex drive has not been super high.
That's my secret, Colton. I'm always horny.
17-year-old me knows exactly how that is.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, I think it was probably worse when we were like that.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I'm still a horny person. Like, I got a decent sex drive, but like, teenage boy sex drive is so much.
Mine was really bad. Yeah,
it's just, I don't know. I don't know, what did the hormones make you just?
It's because it's trying to make you all. It's trying to man you up. It's like, all right, time to grow up, and it's like. It's like the power up sound effect from Dragon Ball Z, and those are your hormones.
My boner level's over 9,000. Relevant joke, right, guys? That's a dank meme that I saw in like 29.
29? Back in the year 29.
I was gonna say 2010, but I was like, no, that's still too recent.
That's like 2009 or 8. Ooh, that was like when I first started watching YouTube. You'd watch like This Is Sparta over 9,000 remix.
Mm-hmm.
God, there's still people who share like memes with like impact font and like a picture of like a cat with a thumbs up. This is epic.
That I actually enjoy that though. Like, I like that we have not evolved. We still deserve to all be put to death.
I like the ones that are impact font on a random picture, but they're ironic, and it'll just say something like nonsensical. There was one with like a picture of Squidward pointing, and it just said "You're black." I was just like, what?
Man, we need to bring back. You remember the old like demotivational posters? That was like the first real big meme that I remember.
With all of like the advice animals and all that stuff.
Yeah, gotta. Well, it was even like before like straight advice animals. It would actually be just like all the teachers back in like the mid 2000s.
They would be like a penguin that fell, and it's like sometimes special isn't good.
Yeah, it would be like it was fantastic. I miss those.
Yeah, I remember every single teacher I had up until like 9th grade had one of those posters.
No, even our history teacher, I remember not to say her name.
I was gonna say, am I gonna have to edit another bleep?
But she had a few of them, like the unironic ones.
Yeah, I think if I were to become a teacher, I would put a bunch of really stupid deep fried memes and post them in my classroom.
Squidward says the N-word.
Just a picture of handsome Squidward, and it just says the N-word in impact font.
Nah, I would start every class by making my students watch the Squidward on a chair video.
What?
You've never seen that? They literally take the Bon Jovi song "Living on a Prayer," but they dub over, so it's like, "Whoa, we're halfway there."
I've seen all those.
Squidward on a chair,
lemon on a stair, kitten on a pear.
Squidward on a chair one's the best.
That's funny.
And then during the national anthem, I would drown it out because fuck this country, and play the 21st Century Fox theme on the recorder.
Bum bum. Yeah. How did we get here?
Don't fight it, Derek. Just let it happen.
You know what I think? I'm just gonna call this episode Thanksgiving Leftovers. That's a good.
That is a perfect. See, audience is getting a look into Derek's mind right now.
Yeah. Yep. You get to look in the chair of the editor. I don't just sit in the chair and watch porn.
I mean, sometimes, but that's well earned. You do it after every 15 minutes.
Does anyone watch it on their computer anymore?
I know.
Right.
It's either phone, or if I'm feeling real frisky,
the Nintendo Wii.
Got the 4K TV.
You throw that on your Nintendo Wii, and you go to the internet channel.
Dude, that's 4K porn though, bro. That shit's wild.
You can see the pores.
It's honestly kind of nasty. Like, I don't
like 4K
porn. Honestly, it's too good. Like, I need a little bit left of the imagination.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about getting turned on by people's pores.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah.
I did it like when I first got my TV. I was like, fuck yeah, this is gonna be the best ever, and I put it on, and I'm all ready to do the deed, and I'm like, I can't.
I'm so glad we record with separate audio tracks right now, because if we didn't, like, half of your audio would be like destroyed.
Oh, do I sound robot-y or what?
Yeah. No, it does. It like randomly cuts out, and I can hear like half of it. But I'm able to piece it together.
That's been happening with me, like with you for me too. I don't know if internet's just bad right now or what's going on.
You got to move away from Honkyland. I keep telling you, you do not listen.
No, I don't love it here, but I also like having a 3-minute drive to work.
I thought you were gonna say I like having a threesome. I was like, I don't see what that has to do with the conversation, but
I mean, that's. How else am I going to have it if it's not in Honkyville?
That's true. It's you, Micah, and Kamar, right?
Mm-hmm. Got that. We form a reverse Oreo.
Yeah. the vanilla one. They made those, right? Like with vanilla ones with like chocolate.
I think they still do. Like,
do you remember
like golden?
Do you remember in college when we tried like the watermelon and like fruit punch Oreos?
Those were horrible.
I kind of like them.
I could nope. That was.
They were smart
was
about
out of their mind.
They were smart to use a vanilla cookie. I will say that.
Yeah, if it would have been chocolate, that would have been. It
would you like this chocolate fruit punch cookie?
to just instant vomit.
They've been doing a lot of good ones recently. Like they had there was something really good recently. It was like a candy corn. The candy corn one was pretty good.
Nothing will ever compare to the S'moreos.
Something about that name is just funny, but
S'more Oreos are the single most delicious Oreo, and it has been former President Obama himself has verified it.
Really?
Yeah.
So an Oreo was approved by an Oreo.
Yes.
I feel that.
I just made that up. I don't know if he actually endorsed it, but I hope he did.
It's such a random thing to make up about an Oreo. It's like, yeah, did you know that, popular soccer player David Beckham, he really loves In-N-Out.
See, it's the believable shit. Like, be like, I would see no reason why somebody would lie about that.
Yeah, it's such a mundane thing to make up. I don't see why you would do it.
Oh man, I originally had planned to derail this podcast by telling a story about how I got baked as the turkey as a little kid. Like, I got put in the oven. I don't know if anyone
would believe it because you're here.
Oh yeah, I didn't expect anybody to believe it. I just wanted to mess with you, but
I don't know if I want to let you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Like,
hello,
the feelings passed. Are you there?
Okay, yeah, you cut out.
Okay, the feelings passed. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea.
I think it probably passed when we started talking about our teacher.
It was gonna be like 7-year-old Colton accidentally crawling inside of the turkey and then getting cooked alive.
I feel like there's a joke somewhere there.
About getting baked at 7 years old, man. Fuck you.
Oh God. I was gonna say something. Didn't you? Oh, speaking of In-N-Out, didn't you tell me that Gordon Ramsay actually really likes In-N-Out?
Yeah. No, that one is not even me like making up a celebrity thing. Like, he has said that like sometimes if he wants fast food, he'll get In-N-Out for him and his family.
I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast, but the the enormous amount of Texas pride here is like people outside of Texas can kind of see like that people that are from Texas love Texas.
Love being from Texas,
and
yes.
Everything about Texas, no matter how mundane it is. It's so to the fact that people love Whataburger, which it's good. It's really good. But they let their Texas pride not allow them to like In-N-Out.
Yeah, see, even if you say, like, I think Whataburger is better, but In-N-Out is good.
People are like, In-N-Out's trash, bro. It's straight trash. It's straight garbage, bro. It's Whataburger for life, bro.
Yeah, no, it's a good burger.
I'm like, yeah, it's like tasty. Like, my ex hated In-N-Out, and I was like, dude, this is a delicious burger.
Man, I had nothing wrong with her until this moment.
Now you want to fight her.
That led to a very serious argument between me and an ex-girlfriend where I didn't talk to her for 3 days.
You know, it's not like my ex would hear this podcast anyway. She doesn't listen to it. But really, with what, like your most recent ex before Kaylee?
No, it was with the one before that.
Oh.
Yeah, she told me, she's like, I just don't think In-N-Out's that good. And
I think you've told me. Was it a certain person that yelled at me over a cupcake?
Yes.
Or yelled at me, then gave me a cupcake. Sorry.
The one that went to Texas State?
Yes.
She
didn't like In-N-Out?
No. So we had a huge argument over it, and I didn't talk to her for 3 days because I was so mad.
That's good.
That is why young, immature people should not be in relationships.
Should not be dating because you will. I don't know. She doesn't like In-N-Out, so I mean.
Oh, and it wasn't just like me being petty. Like, I was legitimately that upset,
angry. It is a good burger though. It's really good, especially animal style, dude. Like, the only reason I can understand is some people don't like smash burgers, but like. If you're like, oh, it doesn't taste good, I'm like, it does. Stop lying.
Even like my dad told me, he's like, yeah, the burger itself was good. I didn't really care for it though because it's got like that was it Thousand Island on it. It's not
the secret sauce.
Yeah, and he's not a fan of that style of sauce, so I could understand like, okay, he doesn't like it because of that, but he's like, yeah, the meat and all that was good. I don't care for the sauce.
Yeah, like, I love onions and special sauce, so it's perfect.
If you're just like, it's trash, your opinion's not valid.
Your opinion's real, and we're gonna fight you, and we're gonna date you, and then break up with you.
Zippity zoppity, you're dead to me.
Zippity zoppity, kill yourself. Don't actually kill yourself, guys. I don't know what this conversation is, but I'm actually digging the route it's taken. So
yeah, it's this is sometimes you gotta just let loose and I think let your brain work.
I think Thanksgiving leftovers is a perfect title for this episode.
I don't know why I just said let like 6 times.
Yeah,
My brain just like retarded.
I didn't hear like half of those lets because of it cutting
the
out.
audio
But
issue.
your audio is gonna sound great.
I pray.
Yeah. So look into the editor's chair. We started to we probably should have done this to begin with, but I'm
It
stupid.
was a lot of effort.
I'm very dumb, and so we just started last episode recording with 2 separate audio tracks, and Colton just sends me his. So
it's
and it sounds like I listened to that last episode. It sounds great.
We gotta see. I think we're good though. We started off like such low quality that the audience can't expect anything actually good.
Yeah,
and now that it's getting better,
they're like, "Whoa!" All 3 of them that are left.
has it been a drop off?
No, it's still been. The last episode did pretty well.
Okay, nice.
They usually are all in around 20 and 30, which I'm like, that for a brand new podcast?
Yeah, that's not terrible.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take 20, 30 people listening to me talk.
Yeah, and I think we still have like it jumps around from different parts of the country, or not even the world. Like it'll be like, oh, this week is a viewer from like France. This week's a Canadian. I was like, where are you guys finding this?
And if any Canadians listen, hit up Derek so he could hit me up about it because I want to talk about hockey with people.
There's not a lot of people like you. You know what? You could talk to my brother about it. He loves hockey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like you've told me what team he like. He a Stars guy.
Stars, yeah, because we're from
Texas based.
Tejas.
I got the weirdest story of how I became I'm a Blue Jackets fan, and I have been since they started as an organization pretty much, and it's all because my dad grew up as a Hartford Whalers fan as a child.
I was thinking that you meant that your dad was an actual Whaler.
Yes, also that.
Really?
No.
I was like, whaling in Texas, y'all, the Texas whales.
You know those Gulf whales?
You know those.
That's what we call all the 50-year-old moms that lay on the beach.
Ooh, that's spicy.
But yeah, so he was a fan of the Whalers, and they moved and became the Carolina Hurricanes. But when they moved, like half of the team ended up going to the new startup team that was the Blue Jackets. So he started following them. And me being a 5-year-old kid was like, I want to like what my dad likes. So I've been a Blue Jackets fan ever since. I don't know why the audience needed to know that. That had no bearing on this podcast.
You know what? It's a nice little nugget of information from the host.
Yeah, now they know a little more about
You know what?
me.
I really like that cupcake story with your ex-girlfriend.
Oh yeah, that's you want to tell it?
I'm gonna tell it. I'm not gonna use any names, but maybe we could get her on one day.
Sean, I mean, her and I are still cool. So
does she listen?
Oh no, we're not that cool.
No, tell her to listen. She loves me, I guess. I don't think so, but whatever.
Next time I talk to her, I'll bring it up.
Yeah, be like, hey, I bring it up at every chance I get. So I used to stay at, me and Colton both used to stay at Texas State, and Colton's ex-girlfriend used to stay in the same dorm that I did. And I don't remember how all this happened, but we were both in the lobby together, and I was talking with some friends, and Colton's ex-girlfriend all of a sudden started like getting upset at me for like no reason. Mm-hmm. Was she? But apparently she was just kidding. But I was not able to tell. She seemed legitimately mad at me. Mm-hmm. And so I being a dumb 18-year-old kid, I was like, what is this chick's problem? I'm gonna yell back at her. So we yelled back, and then I left to my room, and I was like, I'm upset, and I was like, Did I text you about it?
I think you did. You're like, bro, what the fuck's wrong with her?
I was like, what's wrong with your ex-girlfriend, man? She's like really mean. And then like either the next day or like a few days later, she came to me with a cupcake and was like, hey, I'm sorry about the other night. Like I was totally kidding. I was like, really? She's like, yeah. I was like, no, we're cool. And so she gave me a cupcake of apology. And I was like, oh.
Friendship cupcake.
Yeah. That's what she called it, right? A friendship
she
cupcake.
Actually might have. I don't know.
I think so. But and I was like,
this very much seems like something she would say.
This is true. So it was just such an odd experience, but I mean, she's cool.
Yeah, she's a bit of an odd one, but she's entertaining.
Yeah, I guess she has an interesting sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
I'll fight her, dude. I'll find her. I'll do it.
I mean, I could just find out where she is and tell you. Like, I could just be like...
I like the hunt. I like finding people.
I'll just text you and be like, hey, where's your apartment at?
Derek wants to know so he can fight you. Yeah, I don't know what this podcast is anymore.
Yeah. It's a smorgasbord.
It's a smorgasbord. It's a slice of life and a slice of pumpkin pie.
Are we in anime now? Slice of life anime.
Slice of life anime. Like I'm trying to think of some, but I don't know any.
I don't know enough about anime.
Most of the animes I watch are like people with superpowers because I don't know. I don't want to watch a cartoon drawing of someone that lives just like I do.
That's understandable.
Yeah, unless it's like a really compelling story. I've heard there's some ones with really good stories.
Got chick with big old boobies, bro.
Anime titties. I don't know, but yeah. So I miss Texas State. It was actually pretty fun.
It was a good time. I just like the not having to worry about anything. Like I had no cares, which I should have had some cares, but
yeah, but it was fun. Us both being at the same school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was a good time. I have a lot of fun. Yeah, that was the first time I was ever out on my own. So
me too.
I abused the freedom.
What did I do? I think that one of the first things I did was I bought sugary cereal.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what cereal. I bought something really stupid.
I remember, like, I bought a new skateboard, like, the week I moved in. And I was like, hell yeah.
I brought a flat iron.
That's right. You straightened your hair.
I was like, it's gonna happen.
And then we learned that, like, then we learned, like, it's cool. But straight-haired Derek there's just something not quite right about it.
There's just something off. It's like an invasion of the body snatchers. Like it's me, but it's just something's not quite right.
I think it would have worked better if we would have got product for your hair to put in it afterward to like keep it silky.
Yeah,
because you had the same type of like texture to it, just straight.
It was just straight, but it wasn't like straight.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, now with my girlfriend being a cosmetologist, I know a lot more about hair works and what to use. We could have got you some stuff to put in it to get it nice and silky.
We'll do that, and then I'll cosplay as for Halloween. I'll be Billy Joe Armstrong for Halloween next year.
And I gotta be a pimp named Slickback.
Ooh, you know what I could be what's this, the comedian that has like the perm, the straight hair? Cat Williams.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, that's a pimp named Slickback.
Oh, really?
He voices him, yeah.
What show is that from?
Boondocks.
That's right. I've only seen like some clips from Boondocks. I need to actually watch it.
Derek, you need to watch that show.
It seems like something I would love too.
It's anime about
black people.
Yeah.
it's like right up my alley.
It's hilarious.
I've seen like some of the really good bits, like the like Samuel Jackson just voicing a character, and it's just Samuel Jackson but white.
Have you seen the clip where it's the pimp telling him, he's like, you gotta smack your bitch, and he's like, I could never, and he's like, well, scientifically speaking, it's not slapping the bitch worked.
I like the part where they basically reenact the scene from Pulp Fiction, the say what again. There are known knowns and there are unknown knowns. There are things we don't know.
It's a fantastic show.
Yeah, that, and I need to watch more Black Dynamite.
Black Dynamite is also fantastic. You've seen the movie, right? We watched the movie.
No, I haven't.
You like
movie
if you
night.
love the TV show, it is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. I would love to have a movie night soon.
I'm gonna open this bottle of sparkling water, and I want to hear the little.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
We're gonna do it. Did you hear that?
I thought that was you making it. That was so crisp. I thought that was like you doing with your mouth.
So you know what? It's a good microphone.
That was good. Mm-hmm. You wanna start? I just looked at the time though. I didn't realize you want to start transitioning into questions.
Let's hop on over to questions. This is the section of the podcast where we answer questions from our lovely viewers and fans. If you want, I usually put a call out for questions, usually a day or two before we record. But if you want to just send me one, I can't. What are you saying?
I'm doing the background question noise.
I can like you keep cutting out, so I can barely hear it. So I just heard vaguely go. And I was like, "Am I hearing things?"
You know, it's the question music.
Okay.
It's a new feature of the podcast. I decided to start doing about 2 minutes ago.
if you want, you could send me a question before I ask her. Just DM me at HuggerDerek on Twitter or Instagram so we could answer your question at the end of the podcast. Or if you know Colton in person, you could just go up to him and ask him yourself. He's a very nice person when you meet him.
Sing a song to me. Sing the meeting Colton song like I just sang the question song. Where it's just like...
Honestly, because it cut out so much, I don't even know what the question song is, so I'll hear it while editing.
Oh, there's no rhyme or reason to it. It was complete random mishmash.
I love it. I'll turn the boost. I'll bass boost it all the way up.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah, so like I said, DM me at HuggerDerek on Twitter, Instagram to send us your questions or ask Colton in real life. He usually responds well to random people talking to him.
I really do. I spread my butt cheeks to present a non-threatening presence, and then you may speak. I
think that's what the park ranger recommends. So it'll be I actually screenshotted all the Instagram questions, so they're all right here.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we don't have to put any like music to fill in the space where I'm finding a question.
That's Derek saying he doesn't like me singing.
No, I usually put in music. I don't even. Yeah, no, I usually just.
It's beautiful. We need to just get like elevator music and put it behind the entire podcast, just barely audible enough so people can hear it, but they think they're going crazy. They're like, hear elevator
like this music? This isn't right. What? What's going on? Does anyone hear music? And like anytime if someone would ask us, they're like, we don't put music in our
or do two podcast. Separate feeds, one with music and one without, and it's just like a random which one you're gonna get.
Like, dude, we don't put music on our podcast. What?
That's licensing stuff that we have to deal with. That's too much for us.
That's too much music. All right, so let's go to the Instagram questions. At David Senpai on Instagram writes in, would you have saved the Indians if it meant no Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
No. I mean, yeah. If you had like a time machine, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I like Thanksgiving, but I could just pick another day to gorge myself on.
That's true. I'm pretty sure, like, throughout the hundreds of years of American history, we would have found a reason.
Yeah, Christmas, we would just have, like, because Christmas dinner's already big, we would have just made it a bit bigger.
Yeah, or, like, maybe just another holiday, something else would have happened in November.
Mm-hmm.
National Abraham
Socialists.
Lincoln Day. National Communism Day.
I'm down for that. National
Wreck the Libtards Day. National Ben Shapiro Day.
Oh, give it 10 years, that'll happen.
Ben Shapiro Day. You go out, you eat, and then you wreck libtards.
But yeah, no, I would have. They would have tried to offer me corn, and I would have thrown it back at him and be like, "You don't know what you're doing. Don't give white man corn.
This
doesn't end well."
But think about this though. You would have changed the whole face of world history.
Yeah, I'd be a pretty impactful person.
Yeah, I guess if I had a time machine and a gun, I would stop it. I mean, I would
just go streaking at random historical events if I had a time machine.
You just appear in random paintings.
Like you see the picture of is it the Hindenburg? Is that the name of the Zeppelin that crashed?
the video of the Hindenburg dropping and it's just just
see naked Colton. Like if you zoom in, yeah. The tank guy, the real famous poster of the guy standing in front of the tanks. You look, I'm just laying on top of the tank naked. Like I would do stuff like that.
After I think it was World War II when they had the picture of the guy kissing like his wife.
Oh yeah, if you looked at actually funny story about that, he didn't know her at all. Like he just grabbed a random girl. Yeah, that's not me bullshitting either. That's real. But yeah, if you would have looked closely, it'd be just me shrieking in the back.
We don't know. Historians have never found out. At random points in history, a naked white man seems to be running.
And every time he has his word shaved into his pubes. I would have like after Hitler dead or something after that one.
Hitler did nothing wrong. We don't know what it means.
Free our boy Hitler 2020.
Free Bobby Shmurda. Is he out?
I have no idea, honestly.
He's probably out. Thanks, David, for that question. I guess we'll go to...
Yeah, he knew what he was getting into.
He knows what's up. At Dakota Shadix, it's a friend of mine from Spanish class.
Okay.
She writes in, have you ever stuck your penis in a turkey?
I alive or dead?
I guess either.
I plead the fifth.
Okay. I plead that.
No, I would never do that because A, it's gross. Why would you do that? B, it would be all slimy and gross on your wiener. That's not pleasant. C, you could get dick salmonella. Like,
is that a thing?
It is now.
Would it go through? Would the salmonella like enter your body through your penis?
Yeah, it would go through the pee hole. It's just scientific, like 101. I've always thought, that, like second grade. The teacher told me, "Kid, don't stick your dick in a turkey. You'll get dick salmonella." And I was like, "What's that?" And then she showed me some graphic pictures.
Oh, these are my honeymoon photos. Oh, sorry, kids. I've always thought, like, what if, let's say, like a girl, like she like sneezes on her hand and like doesn't wash, then she gives a guy like a hand job or something. Would he get sick? Would he get sick?
I mean, I guess it just depends on how recent it was, how much like sneeze juice was on it.
Or if a guy sneezed in his hands and then like went to pee and like, touched all over the pee-pee, and then a girl came and gave him a blowjob, would she get sick?
Like I said, again, it just depends on how fresh the...
Nah, I don't want none of that nuance. I want a yes or a no, Colton.
Theoretically, yes.
Hypothetically speaking, if you were to give me a blowjob after sneezing on your hands.
Like the dude that ate a peanut butter sandwich, kissed his girlfriend, and almost killed her because she was allergic to peanuts.
I heard about that. That's crazy.
But yeah, see, what is the fascination with dudes sticking their dicks in inanimate things?
Like peanut butter?
Yeah, I mean, well, the question being about turkey, like, I only want to stick my dick in things meant for sticking your dick in.
I mean, maybe when I was like 14 and like I didn't have anything to put it in, so I was just like experimenting and like, oh, let me just put it in the couch.
That's fair, but like once you hit 16, then it's just like either a hand or a girl
or a homemade fleshlight.
Yeah, I mean, see, even like an actual fleshlight is still made to put your dick in, though, so I have no problem with that. But like, you see the dudes who try to put it in like the jets in a pool, like, why? Or
your wooden dresser,
slam it in between the drawers.
That would. Oh god, that sounds painful. Splinters on your penis.
Oh, it goes into your pee hole.
Oh no! All right, we're going to the next question. At intro.george writes in. He said, "What is Thanksgiving to you?"
A day in November where I eat turkey.
Yeah, it's a gorging day basically. You make a lot of food and you eat.
Honestly, I never feel thankful for shit. I just like I know it's an excuse to eat.
That's essentially what it's become and what people usually do with it.
Am I thankful? Like, yeah, but I'm not more thankful than I am on any other day.
I'm about as thankful as I am on any other day.
No, honestly, like I am thankful for my life. I enjoy my life. I enjoy the people I associate with. Like, life is pretty good, but I don't feel more thankful on Thanksgiving. It's a day.
It is an excuse to eat stuffing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, I don't need an excuse. I've reached that point in like my adulthood where like
you'll just buy stuffing.
Yeah, I don't give a shit if it's not the time for it. Like, I'm gonna if I want it, I want it.
I usually don't eat stuffing not around the holidays. It's weird.
No, sometimes I'll get a craving. I'll just buy a box of stuffing and go to town.
And put your penis in the box.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was what it's made for.
It's another one of those where it's made for that, so it's fine.
If they wouldn't have shaped it like that if it wasn't made for your penis.
Exactly. And he also asks, "What's your favorite dessert?" I guess like Thanksgiving dessert, probably pecan pie.
Ooh, gotta get me some pumpkin pie with lots of whipped cream.
Ooh, I like whipped cream. Just on pie is pretty much the only place I like whipped cream, and maybe on ice cream sometimes.
Strawberry rhubarb pie is also delicious.
I used to think rhubarb was like a beer. It sounds
like it would be actually.
Yeah. But no, because like whenever you think of rhubarb, you think of like Hicks. You're like rhubarb pie.
Mm-hmm. See, I think of Germans. I don't know why.
The rhubarb.
But yeah, no, strawberry rhubarb. That
Oh,
one
my
actually, I
mom
think,
used
my
to make
favorite.
chocolate pecan pie.
Oh, I've had that. My grandma's made that. That stuff is so
Yeah.
good.
It sounds like it'd be kind of gross, but then you taste it, it's like, oh my
Yeah,
God.
see, that's one of those that you can only eat at Thanksgiving though, because it's so sweet.
It is. Like, I remember I was like, whoa. Like, even as a kid, you're like, the phrase, that's too sweet doesn't really enter your vocabulary till like your mid-20s. But even then, as a kid, you eat chocolate pecan pie, you're like, whoa.
I feel naughty for eating this. Like, this should not be allowed.
It should be illegal. It's like when I watched that video of that person that made a cotton candy taco, where they made the cotton candy into a shell, filled it with ice cream. Yeah.
I've seen that. One of those that's just like, no.
I was like, I don't like. There's like guilty sweets, and then there's actual.
I don't want diabetes.
I don't want like instant diabetes. You know. I would like to live for a while.
Being alive is pretty cool.
With both my legs, both of them.
I could do without one of them.
Just don't take my left hand away, please.
Get those disability checks.
That's true. Or you could join the Special Olympics.
Oh, dude, yeah, that would be. Oh, I would rip shit up. I'd be balling on all of them.
Imagine if like somehow a like completely normally functioning man just somehow snuck his way into the Special Olympics and cleaned cows.
There's basically a movie about that. It's a Johnny Knoxville, The Ringer.
Oh, is that what it's about?
He pretends to be Down syndrome to get into those. But you hear Johnny Knoxville, you hear the premise of that movie, you think it's going to be a horrible, just like making fun of mentally challenged people. It's actually a very sweet, heartwarming movie. Like,
is it still funny though?
Oh yeah, no, it's a funny movie too. Like when they ask him his name, what's your name? Jeffy. Jeffy what? Dahmer. So he's Jeffy Dahmer.
I'll have to watch that. What was it called?
The Ringer.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. That sounds really funny. At Tyriza on Instagram writes in. She says, "Was Pocahontas thick?"
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't she 12 whenever she met what's his name?
I'm just thinking of Disney Pocahontas.
Yeah, I guess Disney Pocahontas is meant to be like an adult, so I guess she was thick.
I mean, yeah, they made her. She's not the best looking Disney princess, but like
she's all right.
She got it going on still.
She got it. She okay. She could talk to animals. It's cool.
She'd be down for that freaky shit where like you're on a hike together and you go off the hiking path to bang in the woods. Pocahontas would be down with that.
More like Pocahontas.
Yeah. Yeah, you poke her with your penis.
That's the joke, folks. That is the joke. That is comedy.
Yeah. But Pocahontas thick.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said Pocahontas thick.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah, she's okay. The consensus I get from that movie is that people think the Pocahontas movie is very okay.
Yeah, it is a movie. It exists.
Either people find it very boring or they find it very okay, and like no one puts it on their best list.
Yeah, see, I go with the like. It's not bad. It's nothing great, but it's not bad.
Yeah, it's like it's a movie. It is. It's not Lion King.
Yeah, thank God it's not.
Would you really rather watch Pocahontas?
Oh, any day of the week.
What?
Yes.
That's okay. I understand you dislike Lion King, but I can't even understand.
Oh no, I don't dislike it. I hate it.
More than Pocahontas?
Yeah.
You'd rather be bored.
I'm gonna say something that's really gonna upset you, Derek.
You're gonna say the N-word?
I'd rather watch Home on the Range.
You'd rather watch Home? I couldn't even make it through that movie.
Yep.
Then Lion King.
I would rather watch is it the Good Dinosaur? What's that shitty one?
That's the one people don't like.
I'd rather watch Cars 2.
You can't be serious.
I said it for comedy, but I am also deathly serious.
For those of you who are first-time listeners, Colton does not like Lion King.
I am the one weirdo in the world who cannot stand that movie.
That's what you should have just stopped the sentence that I am the one weirdo in the world.
Yeah. I will not back down on my position.
And I won't back down.
I'd rather watch Barnyard.
Hey, Barnyard's kind of funny. You remember that? Yeah, I was gonna say, you remember that scene where like Otis's dad gets killed?
Yeah, and they play normally like the Tom Petty one, his Tom Petty had a pretty high pitched voice. They give him this like super deep masculine voice though. Oh whoa!
I think the dad in that movie was Sam Elliott. I want to say.
Oh,
I know, won't.
That was good. That was a good voice.
Yeah, and like that was a dark point in that movie.
Mm-hmm. What's with kid shows and like parents getting killed?
Basically, in a Disney movie, if you give life to someone, you're gone.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Simba's dad. Ah, no!
Best part of that movie.
I felt bad because in the remake, the voice acting in that movie is so god awful.
Mm-hmm. And so well, that's good that they stayed true to the original. Then
you need to be stopped. Is what needs to happen. And the voice acting in the remake, and because in the James, you gotta admit James Earl Jones has a booming, sexy voice.
No, it was the voice acting is actually good in that movie. I'm just being a shit.
In the remake, when Mufasa falls, he goes and dies.
I want to dub over with Waluigi going wah now.
Wah! Or when Wario gets hit in Smash Brothers. Wah!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really bad. So I ended up laughing at a scene that I was supposed to cry at.
Got anything to keep it enjoyable.
I hate that movie. I hate it so much. I still need to do a video on it.
I want a 3-hour rant.
That's what do you follow Your Movie Sucks?
I do not.
He reviews movies, but he's working on I don't even know how long, probably 2-hour long video on that movie.
Shit. But yeah.
I can't wait. I love you should check him out. He's really funny.
I might do that. Actually, after we finish recording, when I'm going to bed, I like to watch YouTube. Maybe I'll watch one of those.
Yeah. Look up his review of that movie Unfriended, the one where it's a haunting about a Zoom call or whatever.
Okay.
Or Skype call. It's really funny.
I will make sure to.
At Kamar_Scott writes in.
Oh shit! The boy actually.
After threatening me that he was going to eat my organs and kill me.
Did he call you the slur again?
The N-word?
No, when he was calling you half-a.
Oh yeah, no. He just told me he was gonna. He said something. He posted his Grammy thoughts on the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was like, it was that song "The Box" by Roddy Ricch versus something else.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, bro, what about The Box? He says, "F you, Derek, eat crap," and he calls me a kitten. And then I said, "Love you, Dad." And then he says, "I'll kill you and eat your organs." And then I typed, "With that fat cock."
That is that's y'all's relationship summed up perfectly.
And I told him to send a question, and he said, "Okay, WTF does a turducken even taste like?"
It depends on what layer you're eating.
I guess so. I kind of want to try one.
Yeah, if you're eating the turkey part, it tastes like a turkey. If you're eating a chicken part, a chicken, and the duck, duh.
I've never tasted duck.
I'm not a huge fan. I work with Kamar tomorrow, though. I'm gonna have to hit him and be like, "Why are you stupid like that?"
Why did you ask such a dumb question, Kamar? Yeah, so I guess
duck's too greasy. It's like
it's
greasy,
really fatty,
dark
right?
Meat. Yeah, like real greasy, fatty, dark meat. And I don't know
if I'd like that. What about duck tenders? Do you think that'd be any good?
I'll stick to chicken. Honestly,
to the chicken.
I hate you. I hate you. Sticking to the chicken.
Sticking to the chicken. Just
Christ.
like giving it a dickin'.
You dick in the chicken while you stickin'.
We dick in the chicken, and then I'm gonna kill.
And then you stickin'.
And then I'm gonna kill myself.
Same.
We're switching over to Twitter right now. At Black_Texan, brother of the podcast, writes in.
What up?
What's your favorite? Oh, yes, the same question someone else asked. What's your favorite Thanksgiving dessert? Chocolate pecan. What's your favorite side dish? Ooh.
Mashed potatoes.
Probably, I guess now that I made homemade stuffing, it probably has to be the homemade stuffing.
See, anytime potatoes are involved,
Potatoes are super good. And then
I will eat an entire plate. Oh, actually, the best one is I didn't get it this year because we didn't have it with my grandma, but she does this like cheesy potatoes.
Ooh. Like, are they mashed or like scalloped?
Like mashed cheesy potato.
Ooh, that sounds. If I had extra cheese, I should have thrown them in the potatoes.
So she throws it in her Instapot and just.
Mm. And then she smokes that Instapot.
Hell yeah, she does. 420, blaze it up, Granny.
G-ma.
Emphasis on the G, because she's a real motherfucking gangster.
Emphasis on the ma, because that movie is starring, what's that? I forgot that lady's name, where she's a black lady and she kills a bunch of teenagers.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, remember that? I heard it was really bad.
Yeah, it looked bad.
There's a part where that we always made fun of at my job because the trailer showed, and it was like the teenagers being like, "Hey, there's something wrong with Ma. She seems kind of weird." And one of the guys like, "No, look, she's harmless." And it's just like cuts over to Ma doing the robot.
Yes, yeah, that Grade A movie making.
The part where it was some really bad Christian movie where like a kid gets stuck under the ice and like.
Oh yeah, I don't know the name of it. I know the movie you're talking about though. I think my mom likes that movie.
And then there's a part where like they share, and you know who's in it? Freaking Venom from Spider-Man 3, or he's like the pastor or the principal or something like that. But there's a part where like they're talking about the story because the mom shares the story or whatever and it goes viral, and someone goes to the mom with a computer and it's like, "You're going viral," and then it just cuts to the mom like putting her finger on the trackpad and like smiling at the computer like she's never used a computer before.
That's Scorsese actually watched that scene and he brought tears to his eyes how good it was. He said, "Nothing I ever make will measure up to this."
You know, Marvel movies might not be cinema, but this is art.
He actually retired from filmmaking that day.
I will never make a movie as good as this really bad Christian film.
He just leases his name out now to put on movies so people think he still does stuff, but he doesn't.
He quit whatever he was doing and got a job at PureFlix to make Christian movies.
That was his true calling in life.
He's like, "I must make really bad ham-fisted Christian movies with like really bad pop rock Christian soundtracks."
You gotta have the guy from Dukes of Hazzard in it, because that guy's in it.
Oh, really?
I mean, not in that specific one, but like he's in like a bunch of Christian movies now.
Or like Kirk Cameron from Growing Pains.
He's like Kirk Cameron. Or
he's really, or
there's a couple of them.
There's the guy from Happy Days. He was like a huge Trump supporter for a while. I don't know if he's like religious. What's his name? Forget his name. But yeah. What was the question?
We were talking about food and somehow we got to this.
To really bad Christian movies. Okay. All right. What's your that was a turkey side. So yeah, side dish probably homemade stuffing, but it has to be like fresh, you know.
Cheesy mashed potatoes.
Cheesy potato or green bean casserole. Ugh. Colton's favorite.
Nah, see that's one though I'm not gonna rag on you for. I totally get the appeal of it. It's just not for me.
I don't rag on you for any of your opinions except for one.
Yeah.
Turkey or ham?
If there's no gravy, definitely ham, but soaking a turkey in gravy is just...
It is nice, I will say.
I like gravy.
Gravy is good. Like turkey. You know what was funny about my stuffing though is that I couldn't find turkey stock at the store, which was weird because it's Thanksgiving.
Might have been sold out.
Maybe. So I used chicken stock and it still came out really good.
Oh yeah, no, actually that probably tasted better. You get like a meld of flavors that way.
It's so good. And last question from him. What is your favorite Thanksgiving special? Is there any? Oh, I guess Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Freebirds? What about the movie where the birds, they have a time machine and they like go back in time to like stop Thanksgiving? And there's that 20-minute scene of the pilgrims just gruesomely murdering the Native Americans in an animated kids movie. I thought it was really well done.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go Peanuts.
Hell, you didn't talk during any of that, and you just waited for me to to get off of my really stupid rant. You're just like,
make good content.
I'm gonna let him do this.
I'm trying to think though, like other Thanksgiving
Freebirds.
See, every time I hear that, I think of the burrito place, and then I want burritos.
Is it good? I've never been.
It's like a better Chipotle.
I don't think those words are able to be put together.
Dude, their queso is so good.
I will say people hate on Chipotle, especially here because there's real Mexican food here, but man, Chipotle is good.
No, they have more meat selection. The like the more Mexican styled meats, I think, are better at Freebirds, and their queso is.
Have you ever been to Fuego?
Fuego is delicious.
Their queso blanco, dude.
Queso blanco from Fuego is so good.
Or Torchy's.
Torchy's is also good. I think I like Fuego a little more, but Torchy's is also very good.
Yo, I remember back in the day, I would go to Torchy's and spend like $12 on like 4 tacos.
I remember my girlfriend got it. I think Fuego. I think it's Fuego. I think they had it at Torchy's too, actually, like where they instead of meat they do fried avocado in the tacos.
Ooh, that sounds pretty tasty. Actually,
it's honestly really good.
All right. Well, I guess the next question. My buddy's over at. Oh, I don't. It's been a while. We haven't talked about. I was on another podcast recently.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I still haven't listened to it. I need to.
Yeah, my buddy's over at on Twitter at the Weekly D Pod, the Weekly D Podcast. They're another podcast run by my friends Kyle and Danny. I was on another episode. I'll put a link in the description.
What y'all talk about?
It's kind of like now we were kind of just talking about whatever.
Freeform jazz.
Freeform jazz. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah, they do kind of like they have segments where they do like they have this thing called keep it or yeet it, where they'll give you 2 options and you have to like be like, oh, I'll keep it or I'll yeet it.
Okay, that sounds fun.
And then they usually do current events and stuff like that too, like kind of like we do, like news or whatever. But they said
we got to take them out.
You're gonna have to shoot them in the face.
No competition. I got my Beretta.
I got my Nerf gun.
It's Nerf or nothing.
It's Nerf or nothing. In your case, will be nothing left. But they're really funny podcasts, so I recommend listening to them. Yeah. They sent a question though on Twitter. They said, "Do you prefer to gobble or wobble when attracting a mate during Thanksgiving?"
Oh, dude, I just wobble this juicy ass around and they go crazy for it. Like, you ever seen Megan Thee Stallion twerk? I'm the one who taught her. Boy got jelly. The
boy got jelly because jam don't shake like that.
Exactly.
I prefer to gobble so I can I can attract a woman and then I can make that booty wobble.
No, what you do is you wobble so that they gobble.
I wobble my penis around. I
just helicopter. Definitely wobble though. Definitely wobble.
I would say gobble because I'm a very assertive man, so I gobble my way around.
All right.
I'm assertive.
I'll start calling you Pac-Man.
I'm a pretty alpha male.
Total
you ever
Chad.
met people in like real life that use alpha and beta like unironically?
I actually have not. No.
There's one of my old managers. He was one of those people. He would come to me like, Derek, I'm more of an alpha bud. You're more of a beta bud. And I'm like, okay, sure.
That is big beta energy.
It really, that's the thing. And like, he was a type of person, like when we got the bar and I don't drink, but I would go up and order a Shirley Temple because they're freaking delicious. He'd be like, Derek, that's a bit of a woman's drink. It's kind of gay. I'm going to get you a Roy Rogers, which is just, instead of Sprite, it's Coke.
Coke, yeah.
I was like,
both are good. Like,
and yeah, both are tasty. I was like, are you really that concerned with your, like, insecure with your masculinity that you can't drink soda?
Dude, no, fuck that. Like, there's the dudes that's like, I only drink beer and whiskey. Nah, give me some fruity drinks. Give me a mojito. That shit's good.
Get you that Smirnoff Ice, that Smirnoff Smash.
Actually, not a Smirnoff guy, but fruity drinks.
Yeah,
they're good.
Yeah, fellas, is it gay to drink Sprite with grenadine?
Yeah, you keep chugging beers to get drunk. I'll just drink a mojito and be like flying high.
I'll just get my non-alcoholic lemonade because it's pretty tasty.
Also
Actually, I don't drink
good.
soda or sugar really anymore, so it has
Diet.
to be that. Huh?
Dude, the Minute Maid diet lemonade's actually
I was gonna
not
say it
bad.
has to be that Minute Maid zero sugar, which is not bad at all.
It is pretty tasty.
Yeah, I think that was the last question we got. Our buddy Ruben didn't send one.
Yeah, it's okay. He deserves a week off. He works hard for the money.
He works hard for the money, so you better treat him right.
But yeah, so any closing statements?
Food is good.
Yeah, I'll concede to that. Unlike our president.
Hey, that's the one thing. I just hope people are as hard on Biden as they were on Trump.
No politician deserves to be let off with nothing. Like, you got to scrutinize him.
Like, hey, he's not the last one. So it's like, nah, we're still make fun of him, please.
As bad as it is, though, like, I'm just excited to have a president that isn't going to be in the newspapers every day for something he said or did. Like,
yeah,
I just want him to go in the White House and be a president.
And be like, hey guys, let's get business. Okay, nothing. We'll do nothing. All right, let's do nothing, and then that's it.
Yeah.
I saw there's a lot of stuff in the plans. Like they want to eliminate college debt.
Yeah, I saw that. My girlfriend is excited.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but
I don't either.
Excited.
But if it did, that would be amazing.
If it did, that would be super swell. I would be, because I got a few thousand. Oh boy.
Yeah, that would just be that money that you don't have to spend no more.
Yeah, and essentially we just go to. They wanted to do free college too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think like
or
the community public colleges.
Yeah, public university and stuff. That'd be cool. Imagine it's like my last semester. I just finished paying. They're like, free public university. I'm like, but then I won't have to pay back loans, so that'll be cool too.
I would still have been pissed though. No, I wouldn't. I would have been happy for the people that were able to.
Yeah, and hey, Colton, you could go back too.
Yeah.
You could go for, I don't know what you want to do, but you can go for it.
Yeah, I have no idea. I want to go in veggie studies.
Because you
help
do
me
the
be
produce.
help me be a better produce boy.
You go to college for 4 years just to go back to HEB.
Oh yeah, I want to be a better produce boy.
Now when people want, like a grandma asks, hey sweetie, is this apple good for my pie? You'll be able to explain to her down to a molecular level why it's a good apple for your pie.
Yeah, I mean, I can actually kind of already almost do that, but then after I say it, like after I tell them, I could still be like, if you don't believe me, here's my degree.
Here's my diploma. A foodologist. I mean, technically you can do that. You could major in food science, I guess.
Oh yeah, no, I really could.
You could, yeah.
And even just like the breeding of certain apples and stuff is such a huge.
I'd like to breed some people's apples, if you know what I'm saying.
Derek wants to have the sex.
Want to do the sex. Speaking of food science, though, our hot teacher, anyway.
We gotta have just a segment of where's Miss now on the next podcast.
Where in the world is Mrs.
Let's get her on. Let's interview her. We'll just tell her the entire time how hot we thought she was.
she just stays on. She's just like, yeah, okay, I'll accept it.
I'll be like, I'll cash up you $20 and just go get yourself some margaritas, and we'll interview you. Let
us interview you and just hit on you the entire time. We'll ask Kaylee, see if she'll give you a hall pass just for that.
Oh, she'll do it with us.
Oh, she'll be there. Did Kaylee have Miss W?
Actually, I don't think she did.
But she went to our high school, right? She
yes.
Did? That's where I knew her. Yeah. And according to Kaylee, I would just see her and yell her name when I saw her. Which sounds like...
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like, very much sounds like something you would have done.
What I've done in high school. I still do. No, I don't do that much anymore, but it depends on who it is.
If they deserve it or not.
If you're worthy of my yelling your name in both ways. It's like when I see Colton, I'm like, Colton, And
then he goes,
I start talking like Hulk. I'm like, Colton, friend. I don't know anymore.
I've enjoyed this episode. This has been fun.
Yeah, it was just kind of a get back into the swing of things episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right, so I kind of want to do some more guests in the coming months.
I would
What I
like to
really,
do that.
really
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. What I really want to do, I didn't know if I wanted to do a holiday not Star Wars holiday, but for the holidays do a weekly Star Wars one, which would require homework, where we could do an episode on the originals, the sequels, or the prequels and the sequels.
I am very well versed in the prequels and the original trilogy. Not so much the newest trilogy, but I love Star Wars.
Yeah, you have Disney Plus, right?
Micah does, so I could just use
you would
his.
be able to just watch everything.
Yeah,
It would be the edited ones, but
and
still
I have episodes 1 through 6 on DVD at my apartment, so I got all those.
I found that my cousin does a lot of podcast stuff too, and I was
really?
maybe we could have him on.
Yeah, let's
my
do
cousin, whom I recently reconnected with, and who I found out is a big anime fan and a bit of a memer.
So somebody that you get along with really well.
Yeah, I was like, oh shoot, it makes sense though because I knew him as like when we were small, and I guess looking back and be like, yeah, this makes sense that he would be the person that would grow into, and then me too.
Well, on that, you got anything else?
I'll put the link to that podcast that I was on, my buddies. Check out my buddies Kyle and Danny at the Weekly D Podcast on wherever you listen to podcasts. Also, my buddy Gabriel, he gave us a shout out. He runs another podcast called The Math Club. He gave us a shout out, so I'm giving him another shout out. Follow him as well. I'll put the link in the description. Yeah, we gotta have him on. I told him I would bring him on for like a cartoon episode.
Yeah, I would like that. I like the guest episodes. They're fun.
Yeah. We definitely got to do a fast food part. Did we ever do a part 1 fast food? No? We said we would do it, but we haven't.
We brushed on it, but we haven't done it yet.
Well, we got to bring Jacob on for a fast food part 1.
Oh, yeah. And then, no, that'll be mean to him now, though, because he is not capable of eating as much at the moment.
Mm.
So we'll torture him.
Because I really miss like bad fast food.
It'll be
you know what pissed me off?
Then I'll go gorge myself afterward.
You know what really pissed me off was that
what?
Little Caesars a few months ago had the extra cheeser with the Parmesan crust and the fresh mozzarella and the basil, and I was like, this is a great pizza. And then they got rid of it, and now it's back. And
you can't. Oh,
and I'm not And then my dad was like, "Hey, Junior, can you pick me up one of them pizzas?" And I was like, "Dad, right now?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Ugh."
Temptation.
It was so bad. I mean, I probably could have just had like one slice and called it a day, but I was just like, "No, I'm stronger than this."
No, that's good though. I really actually admire your ability to do that. Your self-control.
I know, it was riding with me in the car, and I was just looking at it like a really hot date that you're on, but like it's your first date, so you don't want to try anything too weird.
Yeah, mouth watering just slightly.
Yeah, I went. You know what? I'll save that for after the podcast. Never mind.
Okay.
But
and on that note, y'all don't get to know the secret. Good night.
Yeah, good. Thanks for if you remember, guys, follow us on wherever you find podcasts. Make sure to like on Spotify, follow. Make sure to write a review on iTunes because that really helps. Like on YouTube, subscribe to Hugger Derek on YouTube. Colton, do you have anything to plug?
Nope.
Alrighty. And make sure to, what else? Hugger Derek on YouTube. I think I covered everything. Oh, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Hugger Derek as well, where you can submit questions. And if you know Cole in real life, send him questions in person by speaking them into existence.
Yeah, do that. Or if you have my number or something, but I'm not giving it out. You got to earn it.
If you gotta earn it. You know what you gotta do.
Make it worth my while.
So you come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding and ask for my phone number? Anyway, I've never seen it, but
yeah.
Is it better than The Lion King?
No, actually, Lion King definitely better than The Godfather.
Really?
No, The Godfather is incredible,
but so is The Lion King. So
yeah,
sure, okay.
We'll put it on the same level as The Godfather, yeah.
But yeah, thanks for listening, guys. We love you. And the next few episodes will be Christmas related, hopefully. So
It's the most wonderful time of the year.